Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you're having a really good Sunday. It's a pretty nice Friday evening for me here as I'm recording this Sunday musing. The sun is just starting to go down in the distance. The temperature's really starting to drop. It's going to be super cold tonight. And then fingers crossed, by the time Sunday rolls around, we might actually have snow, which is something I'm really looking forward to. It's one of the reasons we moved to this high an elevation, is because we like snow and we like it cooler. We haven't had any snow here since March last year, so we will very much due some snow. But that's not what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about the policies of the incoming Biden administration, or rather the new Biden administration, because obviously the inauguration happened this week in the United States. Now, I understand that not everybody watching this wanted President Biden in the White House. And I understand that not everybody watching this is in fact American or even cares about American politics. So what I'm going to try and do today is focus on specific policies and how they relate to the world of cleaner, greener, safer and smarter transportation. Now, there are some people who say there should not be any policies for electric vehicles, period, and that market forces should be the ones to drive EV adoption. And if that worked, then that would be fantastic. But as countries like Norway have shown, when you have incentives and you also have sticks, disincentives, they can encourage people to make the switch to electric vehicles far quicker than they might if they were just left to their own devices. Now, obviously, Norway is in a very special place because a lot of its incentive programs have been funded by its sovereign wealth fund, which in of itself has got a lot of its money from the oil and gas industry. We don't have that in the United States as far as I am aware, but I still would like to hear from you what kind of things you would like to see happen now that there is somebody new in the White House and now both houses are controlled by a majority who are from the same party. And that traditionally means that things get done a little bit more easily. I know that President Biden has talked really strongly about wanting to work with bipartisan groups and to get bipartisan buy-in for things. So I'm hoping that all of the policies that come down the pipe are ones that everyone can get behind. But I want to know what you would like to see change. Now, obviously, President Biden ran on a whole list of promises. He wanted to invest in the clean energy sector, as much money as was invested in the Apollo moon programs to help drive America towards a more sustainable future. He wants to implement electric vehicle charging stations across US major highways to make it easier for people to do long distance road trips with EVs. And there's a commitment to increase the limit of the number of cars that are eligible for the federal tax incentives. There's also talk about maybe having a cap for the maximum allowable household income beyond which you don't get any federal tax incentives if you buy an EV. But I want to know what you would like to do. Just imagine you were president, or you were prime minister, or you were leader of your country. What would you want to do? What incentives, what rules, what regulations would you like to bring in to help people make that switch? Would you end fossil fuel subsidies, which is kind of a no-brainer, I think? Would you make it harder for people to register and own fossil-fueled vehicles? Or would you try and curtail the incessant trend towards ever bigger, ever louder, ever less efficient SUVs and pickup trucks, which it's not just America anymore. Countries all around the world have all kind of fallen in love with SUVs and pickup trucks. And more importantly, where does the trade-off begin between someone's right to have a gas-guzzling SUV and the need as a society to protect the planet we live on? Because we've only got one of these, and right now we don't have faster than light travel. So the chances of us blasting off to another solar system is pretty slim. Elon's got Mars under control right now. But all jokes aside, we need to behave in a more appropriate way. So leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me what you would like to see, maybe how you'd pay for it, which is another big policy problem at the moment. People are asking how the Biden administration is going to pay for all of these things. And of course, a lot of people respond with, well, they're going to put the tax rate up, and they may well do. Personally, I don't have a problem with paying more tax, because if I know that my tax money is going towards projects that I support, then I'm, I'd rather see the world get cleaner and greener than have lower tax rates. But leave me your thoughts below. I'd love to hear all of them. Try and keep them polite, and remember that it's okay for different people to have different political views. There's no one right or wrong answer, and shouting at each other in the comment section it's not a good way to spend your Sunday. Don't forget too that we are currently hiring for a social media manager. So if you want to hear out more about that, follow the link below. I'll make sure I leave a link below to the job posting. And you have until February 13th to post your application. I've already got some of them, so thank you to those of you who've got them. But we won't be shortlisting anybody until the closing date on February 13th. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. If you're getting snow, I hope you enjoy it. If it's a rare occurrence like it is here. If you are somewhere where snow has been falling for the last 6 months and you want to be rid of it already, well, last 4 months, and you want to be rid of it already, well, I'm sorry, I'm being a little fanatical about snow, but it's kind of a rare thing and I like it. So there you go. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keep evolving.